The creation of the universe began with the chaos of the pre-universe. From this primordial nothingness, the twin forces of order and chaos arose in the form of Anu and Padme. Anu and Padme both birthed their own souls, Anu-El and Sithis, respectively. The interplay between Anu and Padme created what is known as the Orbis. After this, other beings began to form from the void. The first among these were Ariel and Lorcan, who were both the birthed souls of Anu-El and Sithis, respectively. Ariel brought the concept of time into existence. With the genesis of time, the turbulent Orbis began to stabilize, and other Etata were able to form their own identities distinct from each other, and hundreds of other divine beings were formed, meaning during the Dawn era, as they are explicitly relative to the Mer and their ancestral beliefs. These Aedra began to form the mortal plane, but soon realized that they had been tricked. Although Anu and Padme were infinite, the Eta'ada were not. They realized that they were giving up parts of themselves to form this new world, something Lorcan, according to Mer tradition, was fully aware of. During this process, Lorcan's heart was removed and made into a magical stone. Many of the gods departed the mortal plane before it was complete. Chief among these was Magnus, the architect of Lorcan's plan, who fled Mundus to return to Aetherius. His departure opened a hole in the barrier between planes, allowing magic to flood into Mundus. Not all of the gods chose to leave, however. Some, the 8 divines, bound themselves to the new plane but returned to their own planes in the end. These became the gods of many of the new inhabitants of the world and were seen from Nirn as planets in the night sky. One group of these beings fully surrendered their divinity and formed the Elnofe. This now mortal race began to procreate in the physical sense and eventually diverged into the mortal races of the mythic era. The remaining divines, before leaving Nirn to the mortals, created the Adamantine Tower and convened there to decide Lorcan's fate. At the end of the Dawn era, Lorcan was permanently bound to his creation when his heart was ripped from his body and cast down to Tamriel. There it would form Vardenfell, the Red Mountain volcano, and remain dormant for thousands of years. The remaining gods then left Nirn, allowing time to stabilize and flow linearly. This marked the start of recorded elven history and the beginning of the Merethic era.